Hey guys, LootWizard here with another video on Gems of War, and this one is going to be just a casual video of me opening keys because it is that special time of the month, the first Friday of every month. They release a new Mythic troop, and this is that new Mythic, the Will of Nisha, or Nisha, and I'll probably just refer to it as the Will of Nisha. It is a 22 mana cost, and it has purple, yellow, and brown as the mana colors, and I really like that combination here because I really don't remember too many Mythic troops having the purple, yellow, and brown combination, so that is nice. Now, it is of the Kingdom Silverglade, and it is a Divine Mystic troop, which there is a Mystic troop, legendary troop in the game, which will allow all Mystics to start with 50% mana. So if you do have that troop, you will be able to combine it with this to get that to 50% starting mana. As well as Divine, we have a Ishbala, which is a legendary card, which will allow it to start with 40% mana. Now, taking a look at its ability here, it's called Arcane Ether. It will steal 3 magic from all enemies and then deal 19 damage to them. So the damage type is damage to all enemies, but it will steal a 3 magic. So if there's 4 enemy troops, we will do 3 multiplied by the 4, and we get 12. So it will steal 12 magic every single time that you cast it, as long as those 4 enemy troops are still alive. So it will basically increase its damage by 12 every time that it's cast, as long as there's those 4 enemy troops. So it does have potential to get up there to quite a bit of damage, as well as in its traits. We have some interesting things here. The first one is basic, where it just gains 1 life for each purple ally. Maximum of that would be 4 life, and then it will reduce damage from spells by 50%. So that's really good for, there isn't too many troops in the game right now that have a reduction to spell damage. So that's great. The final trait makes it really interesting, I think, because it will allow all purple allies to gain 1 to all of their stats at the start of each turn. And up to this point, we haven't had a troop like this for purple. We still don't have one for green, but we do have a troop that will do that for brown and for red and for blue, and then of course for yellow color we have the Bard class. So we do have this for purple, and I'm expecting sometime in the future for them to do release a troop for green. But yeah, this is great because if you have an all-purple team with this troop, you will then gain 1 to all stats every single turn, and that is really, really nice. It's going to do that for itself too, so it will be increasing its damage by 1 each turn, so that's nice. Now, sometimes I have pretty good luck getting these things, and sometimes I don't. So it's all depends on your luck opening these keys, and your chances are still pretty small. So, but I have I have not missed a single Mythic troop this entire year so far, and I know we're only this is the 3rd month in the year, so. Last year I got, I think, all of them except for 1 Mythic doing this method that I do, which is I save up all of my keys, except for the gold keys, but I save up all of them, the gem and the glory keys, for this particular day each month, the first Friday of each month, so that I have a good chance of getting this new Mythic troop. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to open up glory keys, gem keys, and I'm kind of low on those. I haven't really got as many. And the reason why, funny story, you guys might wonder why I didn't post a video for the last new Mythic that came out. And there's a funny story about that. I actually did get that Mythic, but it was the hardest Mythic to get so far. And it was like a 44-minute video or something like that, and I accidentally ended up deleting it. Because I was deleting a bunch of my old videos, and I kind of regret doing that, accidentally deleting it, because it was a pretty funny video. I actually spent 700 gem keys, I spent 2,000 glory keys, and I went through about 6,000 gems opening VIP chests. Still didn't get it, so I opened 100,000 glory, and then I finally got it. It was a funny video. Me getting really frustrated with not getting it, but I'm hoping that my luck, that was all of my bad luck is kind of gone with that last month's try. So we're gonna start here with gem keys. A lot of times I start with the glory keys, but I don't know. I'm just feeling like I want to start with gem keys this time around. So if you click on this question mark, you can actually see your chances of getting the mythic here. And for the gem keys, it's actually 0.08%. Now this I think this is a little generally a little bit higher, but for this event, it's actually a little bit lower, which is interesting. So and if you go over to glory keys here, you can see mythic chance here is 0.01%, so it's really small for glory, but we will dip into that if we have to. And I was able to save up about 50,000 glory here over this past month. So I'll probably burn through 50,000 glory if I don't get it in the keys here and there before I even go to VIP. Well, I might use our 3 VIP keys. I got those for, I don't know, some event last month. I think it was like Valentine's event or something like that. So we're going to go through, yeah, let's open these gem keys here first. It'd be hilarious if I got it in the first batch of 50, wouldn't it? And of course, I didn't even get a legendary. Uh-oh. This this better not be one of those this videos like last month. This time, I'm not going to delete this video, though. I'll make sure that it goes in the right folder. So web spinner, I did get a legendary troop, at least in this opening. Web spinner is a really great legendary, but only if you trade it. Once you have it fully traded, dealing triple skull damage to poisoned or webbed enemies, and it actually inflicts web when doing skull damage, so it's always guaranteed to do triple that attack damage with skulls if it's not entangled. So just a quick note on that one. And yeah, Orion, we got a legendary. At least we're getting some legendaries there. We'll open another 50 of these. And wow, okay, all right. I mean, hey, I'll take it. That's crazy luck. Okay, I kid you not. Last month, I was struggling to get it, and I'm so glad I didn't have to do that this time. Because, see, my strategy for getting mythics every single month is to save up my keys, and I'll either start with gem keys or I'll start with glory keys, and hopefully I'll get it in whatever I have saved up within those. And if I don't get it there, then I usually go to opening some VIP chests. But you know, that whatever I get it in, like now I got it in the gem keys here, and that is I'm kind of considering maybe I should go for 2 of these, but just because of this right here, if we put 2 in there, that would be interesting. We might as well open the rest of these 6 here. But yeah, my strategy is that once I get it like that, now I can save all of my glory keys for next month's new mythic that gets released, and that way you have even a better chance of getting the new mythic. So that's kind of my strategy there. I don't know why I clicked on gold keys. I have these 3 VIP keys here just sitting here, so I think I'm just gonna open them, and maybe we'll get extremely lucky and get a second version of that second Will of Nisha. Last VIP key here. Nope, not even a legendary. Interesting. Yeah, and that also allows me to continue to save up my gems, so that my last resort is to open VIP chests, because these VIP chests have a 1% chance of getting a mythic, which is even though that's still pretty small, it's better than gem keys here, which is only a 0.1%. So you have 10 times more of a chance of getting a mythic troop from VIP keys. And it even says right here, if you read the small text right here, it says a 4 times chance for legendary, 10 times chance for mythic. Well, this is on these, and that's based on the chance of troops and glory chests. But you get Does it say that over here? It doesn't. It doesn't actually say the little small text of how much the chance is, but you can figure it out by going to that. So yeah, that's the new Mythic. And of course it wants me to pay money to upgrade it, but I don't need to do that. So since I got it so quickly, I could probably go through maybe, let's make up a quick like team and try it out. So let me first upgrade it. It's basically all these colors. And okay, so the only other mythic troop in the game that has these 3 color combinations is Scorpius. Unless there's one I don't own that has that. Well, yeah, that one, which I don't own yet. Alright, but those are the only 3 that have that color combination. I'm going to upgrade this. And as far as arcane trait stones, you will need these 2 here. You'll need 21 of each of those. You will need 4 celestial trait stones, unless of course you have major or minor orbs of wisdom. Might as well upgrade here, level it all the way up to 20. And alright, let's go figure out a team here really quick. It's easy firebomb team. We'll probably want to pick something different, but you know, I don't know what we want to replace here. Let's see what to replace. Well, I guess we could replace we can replace the shaman one. It's kind of a fun teamer that I've been messing around with, but I got it saved. I can come back to it. So for class, I'm thinking we want to go with Archmagus, because that one has all this good stuff in the traits, a 2 bonus to purple, and as far as talents, it does start with half mana. And yeah, once we get it leveled up to here, we could gain even another 1 to purple, or we could go Lightning Strike, and I am a fan of Lightning Strike. It is nice. Alright, so let's go back here. We got the right class in. Banners, we're probably going to want to go double purple. We'll just select the unicorn banner for now. We may come back and change that. Now let's go to troops, and let's go ahead and select purple, because we want to make an all purple team. That's the goal here. And it's going to be adding 1 to all stats. Now, yeah, so we want to put Will of Nisha in there. The Possessed King might be good, because it's going to generate mana here by the exploding 2 gems, plus it has the chance to damage all enemies and transform. So we got that and that going on. Yeah, we do want to get a weapon in here. As for a purple weapon, and we could do the Reflection of Good, which is not really a damage weapon, but it will generate mana and give positive status effects. I mean, there's all sorts of options here that we could go for as far as purple weapons. Life and Death actually would be interesting maybe, but that's going to block 2 colors of the Will of Nisha there. We could go for this one here, Secrets of the Crypt. We could actually put it down 1, and then we'll have something else there at the top. What kind of troops do we have for defense here that are purple? I mean, we do have Obsidious, but that blocks a lot of the colors there. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, we pretty much got every single color in those 3 troops, so, you know, what else do we have here? No idea. I mean, you could try to make some crazy team with Vespera here in it, but with the Will of Nisha. See, if I had 2 of the Will of Nisha, I could put a second one in there, and then everything would gain 2 stats every single turn. That might be pretty crazy. We got Glaceon, which, you know. But really, we don't have a mana generator in here, which is unfortunate, except for the Possessed King would be a really like mana generator. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of different troops that we could use that have purple. Let me just quickly see what generators we have. So we got the Dragon Soul. That's an explosive one. Oh yeah, we got a Bisnia here, which could explode all gems. And the Green Seer, but that's only going to convert for green. This is a red malt, double the board. And what do we have for purple that is purple? I mean, for an opening mana generator, you have the Leprechaun that's purple. But, yeah, I mean, that is a possibility if you wanted to go even, Anyway, yeah, let's just pop in with this team and just see, let's just see how it works. Yeah, team building, you know, is interesting. You start messing around with troops and you figure out different combinations. Some work good, some don't. So as you can see over here, Essence of Magic, that it just popped up there. Everything is gaining 1 to all stats. And so for like these life-stealing weapons, like whether it's Secrets of the Crypt or whether it's Life and Death, that's going to be pretty devastating at some point when it gets higher and higher with that magic being increased. Oh, I missed a 4 match. Man, don't you guys hate that when the AI gets like a million different extra turns? It's really frustrating. Alright, that we need to pick a different enemy because, wow, what the heck? We got a vault key? I wasn't even trying to get a vault key. Was there even a gnome in there? I guess there was a gnome in there. Didn't even notice. I was so focused on trying to understand what's going on here with this team. I think I need to pick a different team, different troops here. But you know, it's the whole fun of Gems of War is figuring out what troops go with what troops. So I missed a 4 match. Yeah, let's see. Well, purple. That's basically you getting Glaceon up immediately. Well, we do have some there's some red there getting matched. And we got, oh, you gotta be kidding me, really? The Kerberos, just 40% chance to devour my troop, and he just had to pick my hero, right? Just had to pick my hero. I think we can still win, though. We got Glaceon, and we got, what's his name down here, the Possessed King. So yeah, the only unfortunate thing is this thing still has 40% chance to devour. Good. Alright, we transformed it. Yay, for the Possessed King, man. Yeah, so we still won. Aha, his Devourer did not win in the end. So, yeah, that's, I think we need to pick a different type of team set up with that, but, you know, my recommendation on this troop is that it's kind of, I would say like mid-tier so far is my impression on this. Mid to lower tier Mythic. There's definitely much better Mythic troops than this one. But there is much worse too. I will say that there's a few Mythics that are below like F tier, just they're horrible. Mostly the orc ones. Yeah, I wish they were better, but yeah, it's what it is. Anyway, so yeah, we got the really what I can see is I would probably use this mostly when I'm using purple troops simply because of this Essence of Magic trait. But yeah, I mean this isn't bad either because every time you do cast it, you're going to get more of that. So let's figure out how we can generate more mana here for this, and let's try to use that specifically here. So let's get a mana generating troop in here. It might not necessarily need to be purple, but I do know that Thrall is in here, which is a really yeah, let me just type in his name, because this is a mana generate here, and it gains bonus to purple mana, so on top of what we already have a bonus from the banner and from the class that we're using, just a single match will get this guy full immediately, and then he'll destroy all those different gems. As for weapon, we may want to do something different here. I mean, I could use Mountain Crusher as another way of generating mana for Will of Nisha as well. But, yeah, we could use, this is a newer weapon here, Fiend Fire. I mean, that's if I wanted to do some damage. Otherwise, we could put in the Reflection of Good. But I don't really want to focus just on that. I think the red and purple is good because we don't have red really yet. So let's get those two colors and just see what weapons we have available here. Yeah, so Secrets of the Crypt is good. And we don't really have a whole lot of options for those two color combinations as far as weapons go. And I think in that second spot is good, though, for this type of weapon because it will summon an undead. And then if Thrall dies, we can summon a random undead, and, you know, that'll be something. So, yeah, let's... I still got Shaman name up there. Let's put Nisha. Team. And let's try this out. Life and Death. Oh, this is a nasty team. I'm probably not going to win this because, you know, so much stealth. This thing starts at full mana, converts green to purple. I mean, that's a benefit to us because we're going to use purple a lot, but let's destroy a bunch of gems there. Did he give us a 4-match in here? He did not, so that's my gimmick here, stealing life. Oh no, Will of Nisha died from his death mark. That we're gonna have to play a couple of against a couple of teams here to really get a feeling for this team, because the MVP of this this whole team just died. So. Oh, my hero just died too from a death mark. You gotta be kidding me, man. Death marks only have like a 10% chance each turn. You gotta be kidding me. Seriously? Wow. Alright, I'm gonna retreat. Enough of that nonsense. Let's go to a different battle. Yeah, I don't feel like fighting Zool Goth there. Let's just go with this and see what happens. You know, that's one of the things, man, about PvP is like it's really frustrating sometimes when you got all these defense teams that people use that are just insane. Insanely frustrating. Anyway, yeah, we had some good 4 matches there. Gotta love the Possessed Kings trait. Gives us all that mana generation going on. And we do have this up, so I want to cast this so we can test out our stealing magic. And it killed that first troop at the top. Now, as you can see, its magic has been increased to 37 that will do damage to all enemies, so yeah, that's nice. Might as well cast this and transform some of them. And we could even cast this, steal some of their life. Is there any 4 matches? I know nope, I don't see any. And what's nice too is since the Thrall is using purple mana, its magic is being increased every turn, which means every time you cast it, you're going to be destroying more gems on the board. So I do have some skull matches here, but I really do want to cast this again, just to see what happens there. So it did steal magic again, and now it's increased its magic up to 46. And a skull match is going to take care of that. But yeah, this team I think is much better than the other one I was doing with Glaceon, just because, you know, Glaceon's powerful, but I didn't really have a mana generator in that team. So now, can it beat a team like this where you have Frost Mage as the class and you got these goblins and all this stuff in here? I don't know. Maybe. Let's find out. So first of all, we want to get Thrall up, and that's easy to do as long as you got purple on the board. Go ahead and destroy stuff. Thrall's back up, and we might as well cast this, steal some of that life. Destroy more gems on the board, and then we can cast this, steal some of that beautiful magic. Of course, he's going to get extra turns, and King Gobtraffle is going to have unlimited extra turns. Wonderful. Yeah, this is why you really need like a freeze mechanic when you're fighting goblins, because this is just like, it's like watching a bad movie. It really is. It's like just watching a bad movie, you know. Look at this, man. I haven't had a single turn ever since King Gobtraffle got started. Not a single turn. Look at this. It's just... Oh, I hate goblins so much. Like, come on, man. Really? Really? Ah, man. We were doing pretty good there until King Gobtraffle just went and had its infinite amount of turns. Jeez. You know? Like, well, you know, this team, you know, has its... That's what I'm saying. This troop is not... if you don't have a ton of keys saved up, you probably don't want to waste them on this Mythic troop, just because, you know, it's just... You got better Mythics to go after. But... Like I said, this Mythic troop is still useful, so... You know, if you already have some of the best Mythic troops in the game, then I would say go ahead and go for this troop. Steal that magic, and of course the hero had to put Death Mark on me. And of course, tonight is horrible for Death Marks. It's only a 10% chance each turn, and I swear it must be higher than that tonight, because I like never die from Death Mark, but tonight I've had like 3 or 4 of them now. It's crazy. I just need to get that red full on my hero class there so I can defeat this guy. He's only got a couple of health left. There we go. There we go. So, yeah. I mean, in the long run, or if you have the right team that powers up fast enough, sure, the Will of Nisha can do its damage, and it can increase its damage pretty quickly, as long as you have a way to get enough mana to it and loop with it. But as you saw, you know, it's still going to have problems with some of these troops like King Gobtraffle in PvP, as well as weapons like Life and Death and, you know, those sorts of things. So anyway, I don't want to make this video too long. It's already on the half-hour mark. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please leave a like, and consider subscribing if you have not to this channel for more videos on Gems of War in the future. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you on the next one. Later.